it took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but we've got the old International Loadstar 1700 running. Since the last video, I've gotten the brakes working. There really wasn't anything to see, so I just finished that. It was just a little bit of brake bleeding. What I have done since then as well is I've gone through and I've wired the lights and the turn signals, and you saw that stuff as I came up here. That was a bit more of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. I purchased all the manuals for these old Loadstars, and they have wiring harnesses, but there's so many configurations of what they've done that it's just really difficult to figure out which wiring harness to use. I looked at chassis numbers, all sorts of stuff, and never got the right wiring harness. So in the end, I just went through, started chasing wires and looking for what I needed. So, which was basically, I needed the power wire for the turn signals, needed the power wire for the brakes, I needed the trigger wire for the left turn signal, the trigger wire for the right turn signal. I'll show you all those. But I wanted you to see the truck running. So what we're gonna do now though, is we're gonna go back in time, and I'm gonna show you what I've done when I was just kind of wiring it and setting the lights up here on the fender so that I could test it and make sure I had everything working. And I'm gonna explain what I've done. And then at the end of the video, I'm gonna bring you back and I'm gonna show you the lights working in the back, the turn signals and all that stuff in the final installation. So for now, let's jump back in time. Let's take a look at what I did to get to this point here, and then I'll show you the end product. And at that point, we're ready to put this thing back into service. So let's jump into this. So I've been working on the lights, and I thought it was going to be a pretty easy project because I had the wiring diagram. Well, I thought I had the wiring diagram, and I would be able to just hook up the existing wires. As it turns out, there are a number of options on the wiring diagram, and honestly, I never got the right one. So I had to go through and trace all the wires and figure out what went where, hook up the wiring, test it, and build out the relay system and everything for the rear. So what I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to show you where all the wires are, what they are. We're going to test the lights, and before I put it in, and then I'll get them in and I'll bring you back and we'll show you when it's all finished up. But what have I got? So what I needed to do was I needed to come in and I needed to find basically 4 or 5 things. One would be reverse lights if I had them. And there's no reverse lights on this old of a vehicle, so I'll build that in later, the reverse lights. But what I needed then is brakes. So this is a brake pressure switch. When you push down on the brakes, the power comes in from this side, closes the circuit, comes out, and then goes to the brakes. And then you'll see down there that wire coming out of the firewall. Yes, I actually flanged a piece of brake tubing to get through that sharp firewall. That is actually the power wire for the turn signals, and it's on a flasher relay. So when you turn it on, it flashes. So that's the power wire for that. And then you'll see there's a wire. It actually is down in there. You probably can't see it. That is the left turn signals. And then this wire coming in right, let's see, that red wire there coming in, it actually goes into the second to the end wire, is for the turn signals. So that's the right turn signal / flasher. That's what we call the trigger switch. And trigger switch on the other side, and then that brown wire there are the running lights. So what I did was I came in here and I ran everything to the relays. And sorry, this is not necessarily all that exciting, but if anybody's trying to figure this out that has a Loadstar, this might be helpful. So this is the the left rear and the right rear. So they actually go opposite. You know, they're like this. And so what happens is the brake power, that red feed comes in to this red wire here, which is pin number 87A. And it goes out pin number 30, which I believe is this blue wire right here. That's in the solenoid, it's always closed. So they're always making contact. Well, I don't have brake lights all the time because, well, I haven't connected the circuit there, but when I connect the circuit, it just runs through the this relay without changing anything, and we have lights. Well, the running lights are that brown wire that comes through, and they're not in the relay at all. So brake lights, when you turn them on, when you press the brakes, it just passes through the relay. Now, when you hit the turn signal, what happens is the switch, so the turn signal switch here for the left or the left or the right, comes in, and I want to say it's coming in on this wire here, this black wire. It energizes the relay and causes it to flip over from pin 87A to pin 87. And then this wire right here, I'm sorry, I may have said the turn signal wires are on that side and this side, trigger the switch. And then this power wire, it comes in on 87, which I want to say is this yellow wire here. So this triggers the relay to disconnect 87A and connect 87, so I have turn signals. Why is that important? Well, if you were doing this any other way and you press the brakes, because you've got to combine both brake lights here for your brakes, but then you have an individual for your turn signals. So without the relays, it wouldn't work. So when you hit the turn signal, both would flash because they're tied together. Excuse me. So they're tied together. But what happens when you have this switch in this relay and you switch it over, it actually allows you to have brake pedal and turn signals at the same time. Sorry, this is getting long, but that's what's happening up here. So now the question is, what does it look like when we actually get in the truck? And you can see I've got the dash all taken apart here. But what does that look like when we're in the truck? So we're gonna turn the lights on, and you'll notice when I turn the lights on, that's the running lights. So now when I press the brake pedal, okay, when I press the brake pedal, both lights come on, which is exactly what I want. And then when I hit the left turn signal here, you'll see that I have brakes there. And if I do the right turn signal, I've got brakes there. And if I hit the flashers over here, get those to, they're not, the flashers aren't that. Here we go. That flasher switch needs to be worked on. Imagine that. What a 60, 70-year-old vehicle. So flashers work. So now the part that needs the relays the most is when you turn, say, the left turn signal on, and then you hit the brakes. Without the relays, that left turn signal would just go would just go bright, and both of them would flash. So that's it. That's the way they work. It's a little bit of a long explanation. I apologize, but for anybody who's working on these old Internationals, the wiring harnesses are really tough to find, and the diagrams, and so this is just what I found from when I chased it down. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to finish the install, get the lights on, and then I'll bring you back and I'll show you what it looks like on the truck. So here we go. Okay, well, let's take a look real quick at what I've done under the hood. Not a fancy wiring job, but I cleaned things up a little bit. You'll see here that I've got the brake actuator wires. I think I showed you earlier that I came through the firewall, here, and that's just a flanged brake hose. This is actually the power wire for the brakes that I showed you earlier. And then I tied in somewhere down in here. I tied in a left turn signal, right turn signal, running lights are over there like I showed you before. I did end up mounting all of this up here. Once again, I'm not real worried about this being perfect. It just needs to work. And as you saw, I do have all the front end back on. So I do have turn signals right and left, and I do have brights. But let's now take a look at the inside of the cab, which, by the way, I have completely cleaned. There was probably a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of dirt and mud everywhere on the inside of this. Also, I don't know if you noticed before, but there was a big hole right here in the floor that you could see the ground. So I just put a steel plate in there. You can actually see, I don't know if you look down in there, you can see the hole that is through that. So this is by no means a fancy truck. It is literally just a work truck that I have. I've got the lights off, so in the back it should, we'll see it turn lights off. I've got the running lights on. And if I turn the right turn signal on, you'll see it here. You will see the right turn signal in the back, and you'll also see that flashing there. And then if I go to the left turn signal, you'll see it flashing in the back. And then it's really hard to see, but right there, let me see if I can come in a little closer. Right there is a flashing. That's a green flasher, super, super dim, but it is working. So that's my left flashers. And then I do have or left turn signal. And what that's doing is the trigger switch. This is actually the trigger switch coming into the relays. The turn signals are the trigger switch, I'll say that again, that flips the power coming in from 87A, which is the brake controller. Like right there, I'm pressing the brakes. You can see that down there on my foot, and you can see it in the back. That brings the brakes on. So that's 87A. In the relays are closed, standard, that's normal. I showed you that earlier. And when I turn the left turn signal, then what this does is this sends power to the relay, energizes the relay, and then flips the internal connection from 87A to 87, and that sends this power here on the turn signal, which is attached to a flasher, to the back that you'll see right now. We have the left turn signal going in the back. So that's maybe a little better representation of what's happening inside of the relays. So now if I have, say, the left turn signal on and I hit the brakes, so because I've got the relays in, the right rear brake light will actually be on as brake light, and the left rear light, as you'll see, is flashing. And then if I turn the turn signal from the left to the right, I'll have a brake pedal, brake light on the left side, turn signals on the right. I'm super happy with the way that this truck came out. I've got maybe $2 grand in it, and that includes 5 years of registration on it because it's a collector's vehicle. So I'm going to be able to haul the dirt, do everything that I want to do in this, and do it much cheaper than hiring somebody to come haul dirt. And this could end up being a bigger project later on. Tell me what you think about that. I appreciate your time. I will say this. I am trying to get my channel past or up to 1,000 viewers or 1,000 subscribers. I don't know when you're going to see this. Could be years from now, could be right away. But if you're not subscribed, and 98% of the people watching my videos are not, please subscribe if you would. If you're enjoying this, please subscribe. It would help me out, and it shows me you like the content. So hit that like and subscribe button if you would. We will see you on the next project. And remember, don't be afraid to go out, get your hands dirty, and try something new. We'll see you on the next video. Bye now.